And what's going on, everybody? What is going on? This is Scotty by Nature TV, Yocrates, JB Sayswood, and Really Beat TV. And we are here for the Whether You Like It or Not panel, Beverly Hills edition. What is going on, y'all? Belle is not here with us tonight. She has something else going on tonight, but me and Really B are here, as well as y'all and JB, because they was here last week. We the two motherfuckers that weren't here. So we here tonight.
I mean, Scotty, you had an interview.
We could have not did it.
And really T.S. Madison, so it's all understood. And T.S. Madison, bless Really B, just slid on over there, popped up.
She did. Okay.
So,
although Craig mad because I was telling all the business.
Not you telling all the damn business. Well,
don't invite me.
Well, listen, y'all. Let me just say this to everybody that's watching. Okay, I was just literally saying this before we got on. I got to get used to this particular panel because I'm getting used to reviewing Beverly Hills and stuff. So it's kind of like whatever. But I'm trying to get used to it because the way that it came about, I didn't realize. I was like, oh my God, did I overbook myself? Because we were still doing roasted review at the time, and then I wanted to do this, so I was just like, am I doing too much? But I guess it came out to be, it came into what it needed to come into, child. So
I think for so long there was nothing to talk about. I think we all are just excited because we had about a 4-month dead period. You know what I'm saying? There was no Housewives that we were looking at, no Love and Hip Hop, no, it was just nothing. So now it's a lot. You know what I'm saying? And I think we just kind of like, so, but it's all good. We here. We gonna rock it out.
Most definitely. So
I'm always down to meet some new people and hang out with some new people because y'all know how Scotty be doing me. So
the victim. So, however, we're going to go ahead and get into the show, okay? I'm glad that you acknowledge it. Anyway, going on into the show.
Right, because I'm the victim. That is me. I'm victim number 1, 2, and 3.
Bully with the B. Yes, that's what she said. I was making it rhyme.
Really, y'all? That's what you doing? Got it. Noted.
That's for you. That's for you trying to call me out backstage, right there. Yep. Yep.
However,
I did not call you out backstage. I was just speaking on
you were playing with the dog.
But however, I'm gonna say this:
you were playing with the dog.
Y'all sent me some tweets, and I did not think to put this shit up here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm looking at my. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna read them to So Bootleg, but I'm gonna read them to y'all. So the first tweet was Garcelle's little plot worked. She carried that bone. Is it Bose or Boz?
Bose.
Okay.
Bose.
She carried that bone to Bose, set Bose up for the alley-oop to Dorit, and Bose did exactly that. I love to see a plan come together.
Do y'all agree? The plan came together. And last week that Garcelle was trying to set it up, and I didn't think Bose was gonna go for it. And damn it, she went for it. I'm like, well,
she absolutely went for it. Hook, line, and sinker.
Yep.
And the sad thing is, I don't think Bose realizes yet that it was a plan. Like, I think she really thinks that she was taking some information to her good friend Dorit. Like, girl, you just got produced, okay?
Okay. The next thing is I'm never gonna not bring up Denise in the Fox Force 5 trying to force her out the bed force out her bedroom activities. Like I don't ever want to hear anything from these bitches. I ain't say that word, they said it. From these bitches about what's inappropriate and we should be ashamed. Shut the fuck up. Oh damn. Are you sure that I didn't write this?
Wow.
Just saying. What y'all got to say about that? Because, well, y'all the one who picked these tweets. So I want to know why you chose this one. Can you please tell me?
I chose that one because on one hand, you did have the Fox Force 5 really coming at Denise real heavy. And because it was one of those where I think Kyle knew it was some stuff with her. So let's focus on Denise. So y'all trying to out her as a quote unquote lesbian. But these last 2 seasons, you trying to like really skirt that over this way. And then tonight you want to talk about how they're being inappropriate for their ages. But look what y'all was doing to her. Like, how was that appropriate? Like the woman has kids. Like it was one of those ways like y'all doing so much. So you don't see that you do the same thing. That's why I picked it.
Ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun. At the end of the day, Kyle asked, like you said, they did that for years for whoever they wanted, whether it was Denise, whether it was hell, she did it to her own sister. Like, that's what they did. And it was cool when it was her and her crew against whoever they wanted it to be against. They tried to do it to Lisa Vanderpump. Lisa Vanderpump hit them with the reverse Uno. You know what I mean? They did it to Camille. That's what they did. You know, whether we want to call them the Fox 5 Force, whatever the hell they were. But yeah, and that's what I said. I have no sympathy for Camille. I mean, for Kyle. I get it. You're going through a lot, right? Your husband had left you. You don't know whether you want to be a lesbian. You know, your daughters is out the house. Like, I get it. You going through a lot. But girl, you've been doing this to everybody else, and you didn't care what else they had going on in their life.
Well, you know I'm finna be messy.
Oh Lord.
Because we got us a Kyle stand up here.
I am not a stand, but I do like Kyle. Mm-hmm. So
here we go.
I've been waiting for it, honey.
Here we go.
Oh, with this one, I mean, I get what y'all saying, but let's be real. Yes, Kyle was there, so I'm not gonna say she wasn't there, but who spearheaded all that stuff with Denise? It was Renna. Renna was the one that was bringing that to the light with the whole.
Renna was terrible too. She was.
So I know you don't think that Renna was working alone.
Thank you.
You weren't working alone. No, she wasn't working alone. I know she wasn't. But Renna was the head of that snake with them. And
I kind of agree with that, really, B. I'm not gonna lie, and you know I don't like Kyle, but I will say that Renna was like the leading person. Now,
but you and look, that's fine. But guess what? Kyle got her come up is when Renna did that shit versus Kathy and had her ass looking real stupid. So
yeah,
about fair play. You can't sit here and create a monster or enable this person and then got mad when it came back your way. Because again, we all know certain people before the season sit down, iron out what they gonna do. And again, me and Kyle share the same fucking zodiac sign. I know a low vibrating Capricorn when I fucking see one.
She's definitely dead.
So again, them trying to say that LVP was playing behind the scenes and whatnot, that's Kyle. That's Kyle doing that, stacking that and giving them their assignments on what they're going to do, who's going to do what and say what. So yes, Renna was the one that did it, but you're not going to get me to believe that those weren't her marching orders.
Well, someone
and no, I do not miss Renna at all. I do not miss
Renna. I can even say it
in any way, shape, or form.
She just irks me.
Nasty.
Renna was cartoon. She gets me cartoon villain. She just irks me because I remember when they was doing the reunion. I don't know if that was her. It wasn't her last reunion. I think it was the reunion before her last. She was arguing with Garcelle, and she was like, "Don't you tell me to do anything." And I'm like, "What?" And then she turns around, "Don't you tell me to do a thing." Who the fuck are you talking to, Lisa? Who are you talking to?
Okay, and exactly, and
Don't
thought she
tell
was
you
there
to
with a
do a
wig on.
thing. What you say, JB?
Rena thought she was a bad bitch with that wig on.
Listen, okay.
yeah,
Big E
And
really
then
thought
when
she
she
was
turned into one of the Kardashians, I was like, oh well, all right.
Oh, now Runner can come back and we're gonna talk about the husbands. Ooh.
Don't you dare go near my
well.
husband. Don't you dare go near my husband.
I'm gonna say this: the part of me only wants to see Rena only for this reason. Me watching the show, her and her husband had a whole scene of where they were pretty much fire prepping their house to where they had things of water, what the goal was gonna be, and like for only because of the wildfires. I don't know if they were impacted, but to see how they would have maneuvered that. And not in a mean way, just like were they able to
just see that it worked. Yeah.
Right. And look, y'all see, I ain't even being nasty with it. And then lets you know that I watched the show that because most people probably didn't pay attention to that throwaway scene.
I did because I was thinking, what's her husband name?
Harry.
Yeah, Harry. I was thinking Harry is weird as fuck. That's what I remember.
Oh,
well,
right.
She done told y'all don't go near her husband. She told y'all don't go near her husband. She did tell y'all that.
And guess what?
She ain't got to worry about it.
Well, the very last tweet that y'all sent me says, "This is finally the takedown of Kyle Richards, and I am living for it."
Yeah.
I must say that I'm living for it too.
Living just enough.
Listen,
I'm living.
You know that I do not like Val Richards. You do know that. I don't like her at all. I just think that she's the most production-driven asshole that's on this show. She irks me. She does. She throws rocks and hide her fucking hand. It just gets on my nerves.
She does.
She
does do that.
I just want to. I just want to say this. Goodbye, Kyle. I had to get that out.
Penelope, I feel like we've been telling you we've told you for the last how many minutes why we don't like Kyle. We've told you.
I promise you.
I don't like Kyle.
But JB does. JB likes Kyle.
I don't know why. JB is such a great person. I just don't understand why a person of that caliber would like someone like Val. I don't understand.
So can I explain it? Because I'm gonna explain to you guys what it is about Kyle and these. So yeah, I'm a big horror fan. Number one. So and that's kind of what it is when it comes to Rena, Eileen, and Kyle. I watched them in, like I watched Kyle in Halloween. I watched Rena on Days of Our Lives. So that's it. Outside of that in the show, I can call them out. I don't have no problem with calling them out, but
you said Days of Our Lives.
I got you.
Sand through the hourglass.
I'm a huge soap fan.
So are the Days of Our Lives.
I'm a huge soap.
I know soap operas.
Me
got
too,
JB. What we talking about?
Too.
But Days of Our Lives used to be my shit. I used to love me some Sammy Brady. I don't care what nobody say. I don't care how many of her schemes blew up in her face. That was my girl, honey. I used to love me some Sammy.
I'm a ABC, so I was the One Life to Live, All My Children, General Hospital.
Oh, baby, I loved all three of those.
I still watch General Hospital.
General Hospital.
Me too. Are you gonna watch the new soap opera?
Yes.
Me too, JB. Oh, we can talk about it.
Yeah. I slick want to do content on that.
I do too.
I think I am, but I'm gonna have to do it on a weekly basis. I can't promise an everyday review.
Yeah, because it's every day, so it's gonna be hard to try to do. I think it'll be.
I'm gonna do a weekly. I'm gonna try to do a weekly review.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah, I love soap operas.
For real. But I will say this: I hadn't watched General Hospital in literally over a decade, though. I had stopped watching soap operas for a while, but I think Love and Hip Hop had become my soap opera, so I stopped watching General Hospital. However, I was looking at some recent clips of General Hospital. I'm like, who are these people? And then I realized all the kids have grown up now. That's what I'm saying. Like all these kids and grew up.
Sonny's kids done grew up.
Yeah, I'm like everybody has grown up.
Christina.
So okay, all right.
Yeah, I watch General Hospital I watch
Christina lesbian. Ain't that Christina? That's the lesbian.
Christina's a lesbian.
Wow, I didn't even know that. Then Rick got a head full of gray hair.
God, Rick.
He got a head full of gray hair. But you know what? But General Hospital probably was my favorite one. You know what else? I never understood the hype about it, but I never liked The Young and the Restless. I never liked it.
The Young and the Restless. I don't watch it like so. The ones that I watch religiously used to be Passions was number Passions.
Not Passions.
I never got into Passions.
Passions was number one. Days of Our Lives, All My Children, One Life to Live, and General Hospital.
Basically, because I hated Young and the Restless. I hated The Bold and the Beautiful because everybody fucking everybody on The Bold and the Beautiful. Because anytime Brooke is fucking the daddy, the son, the other son, the whole family, like.
My cousin, she tried to get me into The Bold and the Beautiful and Young and the Restless. I did watch Young and the Restless for like a minute, but I had to say, yeah, this ain't for me.
It doesn't do it.
Yeah, I never got into Young and the Restless. My grandmother would watch it for a half an hour. She would watch it until All My Children came on. So she watched it from 12:30 to 1. But at 1 o'clock, she switched it. So I never really got into it.
However, I do appreciate the Young and the Restless for giving Mary J. Blige the sample for No More Drama. I will give them that, but that's it. I did try to watch As the World Turns just a little bit, but it wasn't my thing. And The Guiding Light wasn't really my thing either. I tried, but it.
You know what else I watched? I watched Santa Barbara.
My mother used to love Santa Barbara. My mama loves
Santa Barbara. My mama and grandma watched those too.
My mother used to watch Santa Barbara and Sunset Beach too.
Oh, I never got into Sunset Beach.
Sunset Beach is kind of like Passions from what I was reading about because it's kind of similar to that, I believe.
It was another one that was short-lived that I watched, Port Charles on ABC.
Port Charles.
Yeah, that didn't stay on long. Yeah,
but they had the vampires and shit.
That was the only reason I was interested in it. I was like, and it was so stupid, like because Passions was dumb too with Tabitha and all that kind of stuff. I was
Tabitha was the shit.
But I
don't care what nobody say. And Teresa was delusional, but I loved her.
That was my baby. I love Teresa. I went up for Teresa.
Oh my God, we just sitting up here talking about soap operas and y'all just sitting up here looking like
I know, right? We need to get back to
okay. So, but listen, y'all, for real though,
I'm just letting y'all have y'all moment.
But for real though, y'all, when Beyond the Gate start, we should come together and do something for that.
Yeah, I'm for it.
I'm down for it because, like I said, I told my people I would do once a week. So I'm
I just haven't figured out what I want to do with it because I'm like soap operas. And then the other thing with soap operas is now that Orange bastard is back in office, I don't want to watch the soap operas live because I don't want no breaking news with them coming in. I refuse.
Yeah. That's gonna piss me off, child.
Yeah, so I'm all right. Well, we can talk about it. Let's get back to
we'll talk about it, child. I just having some fun talking about it. You know, we always get off a topic though. Even though there's some people out there that don't like it when we get off topic, but you know, some people
don't like it when we get off topic.
You know, sometimes people be like, why don't you just stay on topic? Why can't you stay on topic? I came here to listen to you talk about love and hip hop and you talking about something else. Like,
well, I need y'all to calm down. It's not that serious. Enjoy the show.
Shit. Anyway.
Let's enjoy the show.
So we're gonna start it off with
Jasmine. She was on camera.
You said it was. You said y'all said it's Bose, right?
Bose.
It's Bose, okay? Because I've been calling her Boz, Bo, everything. I'm gonna start calling her T-Boz after a while.
Scotty, just think about the Bose speaker, but instead of the S, put a Z.
Put a Z in it. Because I told y'all it's gonna start. It's gonna wind up being T-Boz after a while if I keep going with it. However, she wants to play
Beyond the Gates. The new soap opera is called
it's called Beyond the Gates. It come on what channel?
Soap opera.
It's
CBS.
CBS. Okay.
Jasmine, what you doing?
She wants to plan a Sisterhood Soiree. And she says, I think she said it was Kyle or Dorita. It was one of them that says that the group is a sisterhood, so she want to bring them together as a sisterhood. And this is what kills me with these soap operas. And not soap operas, reality shows. They love to talk about some sisterhood. Y'all are not sisters. Please stop it with the lies.
wait, but Scotty, what got me is when she said she was inspired by what Sutton tried to do. I'm like, ooh, that was shady.
It was
shady.
See how they gonna interact.
Child, she's giving Sutton the blues though. She really is.
She is. But I like Sutton, but I love Bose though. I
love me some Sutton, but Sutton does play. Sutton play that white woman game. She does. She does. But I like her though. I like her, but she be playing that game.
She does. I can give you that. I think that was Doree she was talking to on FaceTime. She said that Kyle read the message to people because Garcelle told her that she read the message to people. Now, being that this is my first day on the Beverly Hills panel, I just want to ask y'all this. How do y'all feel about this budding relationship with Bose and Dorit? Because there's so many people on social media that hates the fact that they are getting close. But I don't like Dorito either. But I don't see the big deal about them being friends.
I'm pretty sure I said this last week on the panel. I don't have a problem with their relationship, but Bose is an intelligent woman, and again, she's in marketing, and I watch things from a critical lens because she even said, like, I came into this group, and within meeting Dorit, I see that her life is on fire, is in shambles. You know, she pretty much is going through a divorce with her husband. This friendship with her best friend, like these two are going at it. Like, so pretty much her life is crazy. I want to be a bridge, but look at it this way. My first date on the set, I see you got all this drama, which means that chances are you the only one with a damn storyline. Let me align myself with the person that has a damn storyline, so I have some organic scenes. I'm not saying that it's not genuine, but for me, that will be the smartest move. Is I don't want to go like be friends with the head honcho. Let me click. Oh, you got a whole lot going on with you. The season probably going to be about you. So tell me more. What's going on?
I never thought of it from that perspective, but that's actually smart.
It is. So
I don't have a problem with her being friends with Dorit. I just think that for those of us that know Dorit for her works, we just know that it's only a matter of time before it backfires on her. But I mean, I think she'll be ready for it. Don't get it wrong. But that's just how I feel about it. Like, I don't care that she's decided to let Dorit basically hang herself. Like, I'm not going to go by what other people said. I'm not going to go by what y'all done told me. I want to learn for myself. I'm cool with that. And because, again, I think she'll be ready if and when Dorit comes for her. I think, but I don't think it's going to happen this season. I don't think it's going to happen this season.
It's not, and that's only because Dorit's friend circle is really crumbling. Because the fact that she ain't cool with Kyle, you see her and Erica by the very end, that's a little shaky.
She mad at Erica. Yeah, she mad at Erica.
That means she's going to literally clamp on to Bose. And that even made me wonder, is that the reason that she was trying to get close to Garcelle? Because she starts to see the friction between her and Erica. Like, I don't know. It's stuff that make you go,
I know that some people have been saying that they feel like, and I hope I'm not echoing anything that y'all saying, but there are some people that I've seen say on social media, and even up under my comments, that feel like Dorit is only befriending Bose so she won't look like she's racist.
That's my thought process too. Because coming off of last season with having Anna Marie, we saw what a problem she was with her and her husband, and Dorit linked up with her and was cool with her. But when the fans turned it, the fans did not like Anna Marie whatsoever. And then we get Bose. It's like, oh, okay, we got another black girl. I can link up with her, be cool with her. And, we can dispel that whole, because remember, Dorit said she was in her bubble when Garcelle was talking about the microaggressions, all that kind of stuff. So Dorit got a handful last season about this whole, which I don't think Dorit is racist. I think Dorit is just ignorant as hell and don't think before she speak. And so I think Bose is just like, she's not anything like Anna Marie. So Dorit sees it as an opportunity to be like, okay, since I can't make up with Garcelle right now, let me latch on to Bose since she's the new girl. Everybody loves her, or so she feels, and then she won't have that racist narrative around her anymore. That's what. But I don't have
I agree. Yeah, I agree. I don't think Dorit's a racist. I just think Dorit is annoying as hell, and like you said, out of touch. And she just don't think about. She just don't think. She just talks. Shit just come out her mouth. Like
she's in it's, and I think a lot of it has a lot to do with microaggressions too, because she says a lot of suspect ass shit too. And
exactly, like what season was it that she said that she has black housekeepers? Like, what the fuck they got to do with anything?
That was with Garcelle. That was not last season. But that wasn't last season. That was the season before last when Garcelle had the Haitian dinner. And wasn't that when she said that when they had the Haitian dinner?
Yeah, like that was weird to me. Like, you realize that racist people say that, oh, I'm not racist because I got a black housekeeper. Oh, I got a black friend.
Right. And not only
Yeah.
that, but I'm sorry, you telling me you have somebody black that cleans your house does not make me think you're not racist.
It don't, because that's the only thing that we good for.
Right, like that doesn't. You didn't.
That doesn't help
I
your
would even-
case.
I would even rather you had said I have black friends, because at least those are people you're inviting into your spaces. You mean to tell me because you choose to hire a black person to clean your house that makes you not racist? Ma'am, go sit down.
Yeah, that doesn't help her case. Like if somebody accused you of being racist, you can't say, I can't be racist. Black people clean my home. That's
Right.
not a way to say
That
that,
is
I'm
not
not racist.
right. That is not.
That's
a
gonna
way
make
to
me
convince
feel. That's
me.
gonna make me feel even more that you are racist. Because why you got to have a black housekeeper? Why you can't have a white motherfucker cleaning your house? Why you can't have a Latino motherfucker cleaning your house? Why they just got to be black? You feel what I'm saying? So yeah, but everybody want to sit up here and make it. Even though Garcelle gets on my nerves right about now, but people always want to blame her for the whole racism thing. But no, you can't call her out for that because she's black and she notices the damn microaggression. So of course she's gonna call it out, being that she's black. You can't say that she's a damper on it because she's calling it out. It just ain't never been called out because they ain't had nobody black on the cast all this time, really. So, but whatever. That's why sometimes I don't like all white cast and have that one token black person on there because it's gonna always be like that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So who was Kyle on the phone with? Was it Sutton?
Kathy.
It was Kathy. Okay, my ass said Sutton all over my review. I thought it was Sutton. Kathy, she was on the phone with Kathy and she started talking about her fight with Dorit or whatever.
Baby, Kathy said what I was thinking. Again, damn.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it's like they've been fighting with each other the whole season.
Over nothing.
Like, how much more do we need to have how much more of a conversation do we need to have about this shit? That's all I'm trying to figure out. Like, how much more do we need to discuss this? Because it's like, girl, what?
Girl, and at the end of the day, child. Anyway, go ahead, child.
So now the Sisterhood Soiree is basically that took over most of the episode.
Yeah,
so
that
we're
was the
gonna be
majority.
here for most of the time that we're on this panel. Everybody comes in, you know what I'm saying? Everybody comes in one by one. But I did notice, and what a lot of people noticed about this soiree was that Bose had a lot of black vendors at her thing. So a lot of people gave her a lot of praise for having a lot of black vendors at her thing. And this is the blackest we've ever seen, the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Now, what I did say on my review was this about Bose. I love Bose, as I said earlier. It's something about her. I like hearing her speak. I love hearing her. I like seeing her lifestyle. So it's kind of hard watching it right now, knowing what has happened recently with what happened to our house. It's kind of hard looking at it now. But I think that Bose is a good fit for this show, and I think that she should have been on alone. She should have been on there a long time ago. That's the kind of person you should have.
Should have been before Anna Marie.
Child, let me shut up. Because I was watching on and off when she was on there.
But one thing that I will say, I love the shows when you have the women from different, I don't want to say walks of life, but different spectrums, right? Because you have Kyle, who is the actress. You have Garcelle, who is not only an actress, but also a model moving into that director realm. You have Sutton, businesswoman. You have Bose, who is a marketing genius. You get what I'm saying? Like when you have women from all these different, spectrums, it adds to a show rather than, oh, we're all just housewives and our men take care of us. Don't really give us a lot to go off of. So being able to, and another great thing, and I love this, is for those who do like this show, I'm all for seeing people that look like us, whether they're lighter or darker, seeing them in different lights, because it's going to be that one black girl or African girl that watches this and like somebody that looks like that was doing marketing for Pepsi, doing it for Netflix. If she can do it, I know
can do it.
And again, nothing against Garcelle, but a lot of black people tend to want to go the entertainment route, singing, rapping, acting, modeling.
Mm-hmm.
But you have her letting it be known, and even her saying, people was asking me how to get to where I was. So shit, I'm doing a seminar.
Yeah.
Right.
So I love that. But again, I love to see all these different women have something different to contribute.
Mhm.
Whereas this is a beautiful thing, even with all the drama, a beautiful thing. All right, let me get off my soapbox.
No, I agree with all that though. I agree with that.
Can I say one shady thing?
What'd you say?
Can I say
It was
one
way
shady
better than
thing?
Anne Marie lying about being a doctor, but okay.
Okay. Oh, please.
Go ahead. What shady thing you were finna say, JB?
So I like bows, right?
Uh-huh.
But her wig, I hate it.
I knew that was coming. I knew it was coming.
Oh, I hate her wig. It's too many bundles. And up here, the hairline is just like my black sister. We really got to do some better.
But look, but if that's her style, and if that's what she like,
it could be.
but no, because I have heard that culturally, you see that from a lot of women of pure African descent, where they like to have a whole lot of hair.
Mm-hmm. They do.
I mean, we kind of sort of saw that from Wendy her first season.
Well, T did call it thick weave the first season. He did call it that. And if you looked at Real Housewives of Dubai, Chanel Ayan, her wigs was a mess too. So I mean, but
maybe she
right.
Do like bundles.
Unlike 80% of Potomac, not Potomac. Oh my god.
Oh, not Potomac.
We aren't always welcome in that area.
Not Potomac.
Her hair always looks like Jessica. No, not Jessica Dime.
Not Jessica.
Don't do that.
Not Jessica Dime though.
Stop it.
Not Jessica. No, they did not have to throw Jessica Dime in this. Now, why Jessica Dime had to get a straight?
Right. She over there minding her business.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so is that all? They meet the vendor, to cook everything, they go outside. First thing that I put on the notes here is that, Dorit and Garcelle had a conversation where Garcelle wound up apologizing to Dorit about everything that she's going through, and she hates seeing her going through the things that she's going through, which I had to say about that.
I feel that was genuine only because whether they like each other or not, I know Garcelle's whole thing is, I know what I went through in my divorce and what my kids had to see.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably like, I hate to see you going through that because I've been there. And even her saying, I know how it is to have to pull yourself up and try to get yourself together, because for her, she had boys and she didn't want them to deal with it, nor have that add to trauma and them being adults dealing with that. So I think she was coming from a very genuine place, like, whether I like you or not, I hate to see you going through this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I just call bullshit because I feel like Dorit is just trying to get an army. I feel like Dorit is just trying to rile up the troops, because you didn't have no problem when every time Garcelle says something, you be rolling your eyes and sucking your teeth. Mm-hmm. Now all of a sudden, here you are. She was trying to get her zen on. She had the happy hands man rubbing all over her body and stuff. She had her face covered, and here you come with your fake ass accent, Garcelle. Like Garcelle was like, ma'am, what? And I just felt like that's all it was. Dorit was trying to round up the troops and get an arsenal against Kyle. That's how I felt, because now all of a sudden you want to reconcile and you want to get everything straight and you want to in the Viper room, I just felt this, and girl, go on somewhere.
Part of me, I agree with that, because part of me think that Dorit might have been semi-genuine, but then the other part of me, a small, not that much, because here's the thing with Dorit. I think when we was on the panel last week, we talked about it, and it goes along with what you said about the Fox Force 5. Those women used everybody else as a storyline to cover up what was going on in their personal lives. Because if we go back to season 9 of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, when Dorit when they went to Mexico for the first cast trip, Dorit got served by that woman that flew all the way to Mexico just to serve her. But Bravo production cut that out. Doree been having issues in her marriage for some years now. It ain't just this didn't just start. I mean, let's think about it. PK was in London or wherever when that house got robbed. So
you mean when they staged that burglary?
Yeah, it was staged. So yeah, PK and Doree been having issues for years. So you just want to bring it to the show now because you know people been grilling you on social media for the last 3 seasons and you ain't got no damn storyline. So now it's like, okay, let's go ahead and use this. PK and me been having issues for a long time, so let's go ahead and just pull the bitch out and just use it as a storyline. So like 5% of me thinks she was, you know, genuine with Garcelle, but again, like last season when with the whole bubble thing, you apologized on camera, but then when the episode aired, you went on your Instagram talking about you're in your love bubble with your kids. So I'm not gonna give Doree too much, but I give her 5%.
I was giving Garcelle
with his boy George.
I was giving Garcelle more than Doree.
Yeah, I give Garcelle more.
I feel what Garcelle was saying was more genuine, but I can appreciate whether it was real or not. Doree saying that she didn't show up for her how she needed to, and that whole thing. I forget exactly what she said, but I can at least appreciate it because even Garcelle said this is the first time she's held herself accountable for anything.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, we taking crumbs at this point, but it's something. But somebody in the comments did say maybe it's because Garcelle spent time with Bose, and maybe she's trying to get close to Garcelle now because she don't want to lose that relationship with Bose. Possibility. I didn't think about that, but possibility.
Let's see. Garcelle knows better than to trust her though, so she's good.
Mm-hmm.
They said why they said Erica's new living arrangement looked like Nikki and Kim Parker's apartment.
Wow.
Damn.
I haven't seen it yet. They revealed it already?
I ain't seen it, so I don't know. They said Garcelle ain't got no storyline either, though. LOL, Doree is her story. Do y'all agree with that?
Facts.
No.
But Garcelle she ain't been doing a great job, but she's been doing a decent job of trying to ghost produce and move this thing along. And here's the reality. We see it a lot. If somebody doesn't have a storyline, somebody's going to play ghost producer. Somebody going to be the bone carrier. Going to be this, be that. It happens. You know, so, I mean, we're getting something.
That is true.
Not a lot. But
that is true. Next up is Bose. Now, she informs Kyle that she knows that she read that text message. And in the middle of her talking about it, Sutton bring her ass over there and starts calling Kyle the fuck out. Now, what y'all think about that? Because I was over here hollering today when I was watching it on Peacock. I'm like, you better get her, Sutton.
Baby, I love Sutton.
You better get her.
Even when Sutton getting on my nerves, I love Sutton, child. Sutton was like, well, girl, you might as well go ahead. I mean, what did it say? You said it before. You read it, girl.
I do want to bring something up because I did not catch this last week. I caught it when Kyle was reading it this week. This heifer was not reading from her text messages.
He's paraphrasing.
No. She took a
screenshot of the text message.
Reading a picture from it. And I think that was because if anybody tried to grab her phone and scroll up, they couldn't do it. I'm like, you little thing, you. I just want to point that out
but this is where I'm confused. And again, the only thing I could if Kyle had not responded the way she responded, I would say this was all done for a storyline. But here's where I don't understand. If you tell me all we do is send memes back and forth and send jokes back and forth, I'm going to scroll back to a point in our conversation where I sent you a meme, you sent me a LOL, I sent you a joke, you sent me a laughing emoji. And if I'm a screenshot anything, that's what I'm going to screenshot. You literally chose, and what that tells me, but it's one of two things. Either A, you are totally dense and think you can convince us that water ain't wet, or 2, there's worse in there and you thought that was a better out of what you had in your phone. Because, like I said, had it not been for the way she responded, because y'all know Kyle actually stopped filming for a month after this scene. So had she not responded as extreme as she did, I'd be like, oh, this was a storyline. She knew what she was doing. She was trying to create this moment. But no, I think Kyle was really confused at why everybody was responding the way they were responding. Like, that's crazy to me.
Yeah. But I mean, I just wanted to bring and maybe that could be why Sutton was on her ass, because again, she has her phone doing this, showing them, and again, I know iPhones, I didn't catch it the first time, but you can clearly see that there were other pictures at the bottom for you to scroll left, right. So that could be why she was getting on her.
Go ahead.
But I do have a theory. Y'all tell me what y'all think about this.
Uh-oh.
I don't think that Kyle was trying to protect what she had said about Dorit to PK. I think she was trying to protect what she had said about Mauricio to PK.
Oh. I didn't think about that.
I neither.
I'm just saying. I don't know. I'm just saying.
I mean, it is fishy. I can't even defend that with Kyle. That ain't nothing I can defend.
I'm glad that you can see that.
I can't defend that. I can say to defend that shit because it is fishy. Because now, what I will say to Bose is, I was wondering, because she was like, you read the text message to the other girls, but not to me. It's like, I mean, you still are kind of new to the group, so why would I just be open to?
I didn't understand why Bose felt entitled. Yeah.
Like,
she felt entitled because she was looking for the mess, child.
Yeah, because she knows Sutton, she knows Garcelle, she knows Erica, so she feels. I don't know why she felt comfortable reading that particular text message, because that text message right there, I won't tell what anything that we've said. It's like, so what have y'all talked about? Because I even said in my videos, like, either y'all have said something about, which I believe that they've said something about Dorit, because at this time, you and Dorit are not cool. So I definitely believe you said something about Dorit. PK said something about Dorit, and you just leaving it at that.
But no, it's happened. And if we know any people that have been in relationships, better yet, case in motherfucking point, Potomac. We saw Ray and Gordon have a conversation, right? What happened? Ray went home and had pillow talk with his wife on motherfucking camera. And then Karen took that and brought it up. So that's what Dorit was saying, where it's just like, you're not going to get me to believe, because it's like, I know our men talk. I know how my husband is. So if I know he took a bone to you, and I know he's brought a bone back to me about what he said. So if he's bringing it to me, I know it's been brought to you. So you're not going to get me to believe that y'all ain't been talking about me. I'm not that stupid and that naive. So that's why I'm just kind of like, Kyle, you're not helping.
She made herself look guiltier than what she probably was anyway, doing all that damn crying and shit. Like, girl, shut up. This is why I don't like her. She do the most.
The theatrics was just, and then what I thought was funny was, it's always funny when they show up to these scenes in an Uber or when production sends a car. Kyle ass was sitting out front of Bose's house because she had to wait for the damn car to come and get her. You sitting out there in your slippers and your damn robe, waiting for that damn ride to come.
No, what she should have done.
She didn't have her car there. She couldn't just leave when she was ready to leave.
No, she should have ordered her Uber first, then went out there like, okay, I'm going to read this to you. Okay, now I'm leaving. And then walk right out, hop in your Uber and leave.
She's stupid. I keep telling y'all that.
I know she's a horrible representation of Capricorn.
But that's why Sutton was like, for anybody else, she'd be like, stay here, because the rest of them, the same thing. The car ain't coming for you. You might as well finish this scene because you can't go nowhere till the car get here.
Yeah.
That lady is a mess. I can't stand Kyle. I'm sorry.
Now, I will say Erica be funny to me because she superimposes her shit on him, talking about you're going to need a warrant to go through her phone. Ma'am.
Should have got a warrant for you. They should have got a warrant for Erica.
Child, just because you've been dealing with the law for the last couple of years and they've been putting warrants out on your ass, don't be trying to turn this into motherfucking the police station 90210. Child, go somewhere.
Let's subpoena your bank records.
Now, well, I mean, let me help you out, Scotty. So Kyle walks away. Erica goes to talk to her. Kyle feels they're making her feel like she's doing something wrong. And Dorita's wondering, okay, so these text messages are about me. How the hell everybody else having a conversation about these text messages about me and ain't nobody talking to me?
Mm-hmm.
I kind of was with her.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah. I agree. I mean, she wasn't wrong about that one.
But see, the one thing that got me with Kyle is because again, I pay attention to what people say, what they don't say, and how they say what they say. Because before she read the text messages, her saying to Dorit, "I've loved you, I loved Paul, I love your kids." Why are you bringing the kids into it? Because it's all it was the whole you trying to build something so because she could have just said I love you and your family. She had to say I love you, I love PK, I love your kid. I'm like,
Oh, I didn't think that was a big deal.
No, I did.
I know, but I mean, I didn't see because I don't think that's. I mean, I feel like that's something I would say to somebody if I was friends with somebody and I got close to them and their family and their kids and stuff. I feel like that's something I would say like me and you were friends. Like, I loved you. I loved your kids. I loved you. Like, I don't see whatever. I don't know. That wouldn't have made me feel no kind of way.
I'm suspicious of everything. So
I did see a comment up in the chat where it said something about maybe Kyle and PK came out to each other. So
coming out to each other.
Or they could have been talking about, because he got an alcohol problem.
I will say this though. That what? Maybe they did. And you know what? If that's the case, then I do understand Kyle keeping that private. If that were the case. Then I can if they were talking, if they were there for each other in their sobriety or they were some sort of unofficial sobriety partners, then I can see Kyle protecting that. That and I can see her protecting that.
Okay.
But when she was reading her text messages and she was trying to add context to it, saying because it's about production and all this other stuff, and they're saying if it was about production, you would have typed in there about production. And
yeah, that was bullshit.
I'm like, oh, it's not looking good.
Yeah, it don't look good either way.
I'm gonna say this too. I feel like going back to what you were saying about Dorit feeling some kind of way about them not like them showing everybody except for her. I feel the same way about Kyle as I said about Dorit earlier. I feel like Kyle was trying to round up the troops. She was trying to get some allies. Well, I'm gonna tell you guys, but I'm not gonna tell Dorit. I'm gonna tell you though. Again, I just don't think. Oh, I didn't realize I had my camera off. My bad. I just don't think she thought that conversation was gonna go the way it went. I don't think that because in my mind, again, I think Kyle thought she chose something that wasn't gonna be an issue. I don't know why she felt like that, but she really truly did.
You think she thought it was innocuous, that it was just
Now I don't know how she did, but I think she did.
Look, I would say this. I laughed when she had a soap opera moment. Like, I'm done with this. F you guys. And all the girls for a moment just sitting there just like, so we supposed to get up? When
they had the next, what was it? They were trying to, was trying to make Sutton get up, baby? And Sutton was like, I can't. Baby,
think
Sutton
it was
not here
both.
for it.
I think it was.
Yeah, it was.
Sutton was not here for it. Sutton was like, I'm not doing this.
Mhm.
Kyle just get like Cry Richards get on my nerves. Like all she do is cry. Like shut the
Cry
fuck
me a
up.
river.
Right. It just reminds me of something. Remember that reunion when Brandy said to Kyle that she feels like Kyle would be happy if Kyle failed at her sobriety. And then Kyle turned around. That's the meanest thing you can say. Shut up. Shut up. Shit. I can't stand her, y'all. I can't
We
stand
know she's over dramatic. We know.
She is
I
over
can't.
dramatic.
After she storms off, Dorit tries to pull Kyle to the side and have a conversation with her. Kyle was not trying to have no conversation with her. She was too busy turning in her waterworks, crying us a river, like Really B just said, crying us the Mississippi River at that. That's the longest river in the damn nation. That's what she was crying. And then as she's out here crying the river, Erica kind of defended Kyle, which I knew that she would. She always does. And Sutton was saying that although her and Dorit ain't friends, they still can manage to coexist and move forward. I'm like, Sutton gonna let these motherfuckers know I ain't your friend.
Mm-hmm.
We ain't friends. We are not friends. But I guess that's all from that Sisterhood Soiree shit.
Oh wait, no, hold on, wait, give me a second. I think we missed something.
What we missed? Please let me know. Because I'm looking at my notes from my review, and child, I only talked about what I cared about.
What was getting me is you had Dorit was saying to Kyle how PK talks to her and whatnot, and then Kyle was like, "Well, I can't see PK doing it," and I'm like, "Wait, whoa, how you fit?" Now the only thing I think of is either you're speaking from the perspective of you've been with them and you know that's a lie, or you've been for him, but you're invalidating her feelings, especially when PK said on camera, if we spoke to the waiting staff the way we talk to each other, we would be kicked out. So that threw me. And then even Kyle trying to say that, she's never seen this side of Dorit, nor the version of PK she's trying to bring to her. And I'm like, ooh, this is not going to serve you well by the time you get to the reunion, because that was kind of nasty. I think that's the only thing. Oh wait, and then Dorit says that PK, the whole PK would have told you some things, this, that, and the third, and then she even brings up the fact that when you said that I would never share anything you said, like, and Kyle got mad. That's when Kyle finally left. But yeah.
Stay gone.
Wait. One last thing. The girls get back, and Bo is like, well, she has a problem with Kyle, has an issue with you, has an issue with you. She's the common denominator. And then Dorit was like, hey, bitch.
Now that was funny. That was funny as hell. That was funny.
Oh my God.
But about Kyle saying that about PK saying that she can't see him doing it, that just puts me in the mind of Georgia Prune on Love and Hip Hop, looking at K Michelle say, I don't what she say? Maybe he's not doing it because that's not something that he did to you. That's equivalent to that to me. Like, if I'm telling you how a person treated me, you gonna look at me and say you don't see them doing it?
Yeah.
What'd you say, y'all?
I was saying, do you think that Kyle might be male identified?
Absolutely. Absolutely, because I feel like, and I don't like to just put that label on all women that don't agree with another woman, but I just feel like anytime a woman comes to another woman and tells her what happened to her, and the first thing they do is just take the man's side without trying to hear my side of the story, it just, yeah. But,
I just want to say before we move on to the next scene is I hope for Kyle's sake things don't turn nasty between her and Mauricio, because if it does, then she gonna be trying to come back and kiss Dorit's feet because I'm going through what you say y'all going through, and I would laugh if he was like, but I couldn't see Mauricio doing that. I would lose it.
And petty as I am, I would have said
shit.
it. I would have said it to piss off if that were me. Because, you know, I'm very nice until you piss me the fuck off, and then I'm going to get in my petty bag and piss you off even further. I'm just saying. Let me see. What's next? Sutton and Garcelle, right?
It was Portia's 16th birthday.
Oh, I didn't give a fuck about that. That's why I got in my notes. Y'all can talk about it.
It was Garcelle then.
It was giving a 16-year-old a Porsche.
Yay.
Yeah, I didn't give a fuck about it, honestly.
I just don't
I ain't put this shit in my notes, child. You giving your damn 16-year-old a damn Porsche. Yeah. I don't give a fuck. Anyway, moving on. So, in so many words in this conversation with Sutton and Garcelle, they are over Kyle and her bullshit. Because Sutton said, why is it that Kyle get to storm off and cry and do what she want to do, but the rest of us can't do it?
Yeah.
And I agree. I agree.
Now, the only thing that got me with that is when she says that she's not going to kiss the ring or whatever of what did she say? I'm not going to bow down to the altar of Kyle Richards. I just feel like something was said before that in editing and they cut it out because it seemed real abrupt for her to just say that. I mean, I believe her, but I feel like something was said before that and we just didn't get it because we know they cut down scenes because you know they be filming for a whole while, but you know, hey.
My only problem with Sutton in that scene was the fact of because they showed the clip from Magic Mike last season. Now, Sutton, you left out of Magic Mike because they didn't pull your ass up on that stage and you got them dollar bills. So you caused a scene for no damn reason. You were
Son, you were doing. Listen, son, you were doing the most when the least would do. You was mad because they were pulling everybody down on that stage except for you because you knew you was ready. You put on pants. You had your ones. And when nobody picked you, you got in your feelings.
And with that, you're talking about how you on all these boards, but you have this party where this girl talking about pussy power.
Oh, not pussy power.
Yeah,
no, not like the
first episode of this season.
Yeah, so you're saying how you're on these boards and you're so respectable. Now again, you can have these parties, but you have this being filmed, and this person is talking about the power of her pussy. Oh, Sutton.
That's something I had to say about that because I'm like, Sutton, girl, you're doing the most. I get it. Kyle walked out of that scene. Yeah. But you caused, Magic. The way she was cussing last season about Magic Mike, you would have thought the man was digging her down the way she was cussing. Because she was pissed.
Listen, okay. Now my manager trying to sneak and ask me, am I gonna come in on my day off tomorrow? No. Let me see. Erica and Dorit. That's the last thing Erica and Dorit. Basically, Dorit confronted Erica because she feel like Erica was taking Kyle's side and didn't have her back. Thoughts?
I said, excuse me. In my review, what I said was, Dorit, it's people like you that don't allow friends to stay neutral when two friends are fighting. Erica, to her credit, has done a really good job of trying to be really neutral while supporting everybody. And she sat there and told your ass that she see both sides and she understands your point, but Kyle is her friend and she also understands how it could be the other way around. And Dorit will not let it go. Dorit is trying to force Erica to choose a side. Now, what's going to happen, Dorit, is when Erica don't choose your side, then she's going to be a horrible friend. But she told you leave her alone. She told you she saw both sides of it. And I said, see, Dorit is the reason why people feel like they have to choose sides when two friends fall out. Because when you try to remain neutral, one person always wants you to choose their side. And that's really effed up.
I agree. I got a question about Erica and Dorit's friendship, because I'm remembering a season when Dorit came on. I think it was Dorit's first season, right? When PK said he could see up Erica's skirt and he could see up hoo-ha, right? And they grilled and crucified that girl the whole entire season, got to the reunion, still crucified her. when the fuck did her and Dorit become so good friends? Because I would never be friends with somebody like that when your husband is looking up my skirt and see my, my lady bits, and y'all really made
Well,
me out.
this is a reality show. That shit was over
I know.
5 seasons ago.
So Dorita's mad at so the thing is Dorita's mad at her for taking off a Kyle, but like Really B just said, if it comes down to it, she's gonna pick Kyle over you. Because she's more aligned with Kyle than she is with you. So you trying to force her to, pick somebody's side, it ain't gonna be you. That's why I was here with the Fox Force 5, whatever the fuck it was.
The fake side.
That shit was manufactured and fake as hell. Y'all ladies were not friends with each other. Y'all did that to go against the girls who were on the outside. Season 9, y'all went against Vanderpump with the whole Puppygate thing. Season 10, Vanderpump wasn't there. Y'all went against Denise, even though Denise, I had an issue with Denise because season 9, you're talking about giving your husband hand jobs, but then this season, the next season, you are a victim because they're talking about sex at the table, and then the stuff with Teddy. My God, like
who?
God. Now the thing is, I didn't even hate Teddy when she was on the show, but outside of the show, I can't stand Teddy. She gets on my nerves just seeing her on that podcast with Tamra.
Another person that irks my spirit.
Yeah, irks mine too.
Oh, Tamra definitely irks my spirit. I'd be like, God, I didn't have an issue with you on the show, Teddy, but seeing you on this damn podcast with Tamra, it irks me. And then I feel like you, with this show, you go on there and say the things that you want to say for Kyle against the other girls because you say stuff about Garcelle, like you do, But yeah, I mean, I agree with Really B. When it comes down to it, I don't think that if Dorit wants Erica to pick, it ain't gonna be you. It definitely won't be you, and we're gonna see a fracture in that. What is now the Fox Force 3 with these three? We're gonna see a fracture in that.
Going into y'all done brought up Tamara, that made me itch.
That made me itch.
I can't stand Tamara.
The fact that y'all brought up Tamara, now I gotta cleanse my palate and go back and watch Ultimate Girls Trip when Dorinda made her ass cry. And then I gotta keep watching to see Dorinda and Brandy go at it.
That's why I didn't watch that season because I can't stand Brandy.
But here's the thing though.
Oh,
Brandy stood her ground. I mean, it was one of that was a good ass fight. Them going back and forth. And everybody got mad at Dorinda. If I'm not mistaken, Dorinda is a Sagittarius. I'm like, well, that makes sense. Dorinda don't be giving a fuck.
Dorinda goes in.
Anybody want to go back and forth with Dorinda?
Dorinda goes in.
Dorinda's the last person I'm gonna go back and forth with.
You better off going back and forth with Ramona.
I bet they're gonna say clip. What is clip? Dorinda?
Listen, I don't want it with Dorinda.
But I forget what happened, but she said something about Brandy's child, and Brandy was literally shaking because I feel like she wanted to physically get with her. Dorinda didn't even care.
She don't.
She stood right up. I was just like,
that's why I love Dorinda. Dorinda is a mean ass drunk.
She is mean. Okay.
Don't care what she say.
She is mean and does not give a fuck about being mean. But before we get up out of here, though, let me just talk about. I don't know what's going on the Real Housewives of NYC because I don't watch it, but now I feel like I need to watch it now.
Oh, I'm gonna watch the last 2 episodes.
Yeah, no, I didn't watch it. No, I didn't watch it, but after I got done with my review, I happened to it's still on, and I pressed, and I'm like, wait, what the hell? And I got sucked in, and I'm over here crying because Uber was just having a and I'm really sitting here like, wait, is this what the?
They said that's very
Let
dark.
me say this. But let me say this. I was watching it. I watched the last season, and I watched the first 5 or 6 episodes of this season, and I just couldn't do it, right? So I stopped watching it. I stopped reviewing it because me and my niece used to review it. But I'm going to go back and watch the last 2 episodes because a little background for people who don't watch. Brynn has been doing this. She makes these stories. She tells these lies. And then when people throw it back at her, she's like, victim. That's how I heard it. Well, that's what I think. And I didn't watch the whole thing yet, so I don't know the whole context yet. But it sounds like this time she really went way too far
She
with
did.
her
I
lies.
watched it.
So I do want to go watch, I'm going to go watch the last 2 episodes so I can kind of get the context. And then I think I'm going to have some stuff to say. Because Brent is part of the reason why I stopped
You definitely gonna have a lot of stuff to say.
But Brent is part of the reason why I stopped watching it. I was like, she irritates my soul. And I wanted to like Brent. I really did. But Brent is she's unwatchable.
She is produced.
You can tell that it was so much more than what we saw, because I don't think Uba is crazy, right? We didn't see this from Uba last season. But Uba has been unhinged all season, and her anger has been directed mainly at Bryn. So I was like, there had to be so much more that we did not know.
So I've been watching all season long. I don't watch the episodes like when they come on. I watch them days later. But yeah, it's been a lot of stuff with Bryn. And the thing that bothers me with Bryn, I get it, she's biracial, but she tries to take on the plight of a black woman, but you're not black.
Well, not only that, but she only does it when it suits her narrative. Because
she did that last night.
She did. Okay, I'm gonna watch it. I gotta watch it. I gotta watch it.
Because she said, as a black woman, this and this and that. She said it last night to Uba as a black woman. I'm like, bitch,
I was blacker than you. Saying, you're no Naomi. You're no. I'm just like, wait, whoa, wait a minute.
But yeah, it went.
And the thing is, you're pulling.
I don't even think Brent is Meghan Markle black, because I knew Meghan Markle was black the first time I saw her on Suits. Yeah, I did not know Brent was black until she told her story.
I didn't either. So yeah, it did go dark last night because Brent lied about Uba. What she's
knowing that she had been great.
Yes. She said that Uba knew.
She was trying to fashion it like when she said what she said it knowing that I have been great and using that to shame me. That's how she fashioned it. But what really pissed me off is none of the girls thought, hey, let us go tell, Uba, like y'all was going to let this woman go to sleep.
Exactly.
Not knowing this is going on. Like, how do you do that? And
it was Jenna and Raquel who did it. They were like, well, that's Brent's story to tell. No, it's not. Like, this woman is in here accusing another woman, not even a woman, accusing another person of using their abuse against, like, it happened to me when I was 17. It happened to me with somebody that I knew. I would never say that to somebody, and because my best friend, I hadn't even told my best friend, and we've been friends for 20 years, and I have never told her that it happened to me. So I would never, if we got into, if she said something to me, I would never be like, oh, girl, I told you that. I wouldn't say that because I've never told. That's something that I've never shared with her. And that's what Brent is doing, because Uba said, and I don't think Uba really meant it in the way, because see, Brent lied. So in this episode before, Brent was saying,
sorry.
Brent and Uba were going back and forth with each other. Brent says, oh, should I have a dick in my mouth? And Uba was like, girl, whatever. And so that's what Brent came back and said, you told me to suck a dick? Uba said, I never told you to suck a dick. What Uba said in the van was, I don't know who you slept with to get this job. And so Brent is then coming back and saying to Jenna, Raquel, Sai, and all them, well, before BravoCon, which Uba did admit that before BravoCon, she did help Bryn because Bryn had a breakdown. And so she said she did help her. But then Bryn is saying, well, I told her that, I was raped by somebody, and she knew that. And so everybody then got pissed off at Uba, like, oh, Uba's so bad. Like, how could she do that? Why would she say that? Knowing what happened with Bryn. So Justin went and told her, Uba started cussing and production, because they were de-micing them, and production was cussing up a storm, and she went and found Brent and she said, you bitch, I didn't know nothing about that. Like, that's a fucking lie. And so somebody, I think it was either Aaron or Raquel, who was like, well, we asked, after the production had de-mic'd them, they asked her, they were like, so did she really tell you that? She said, well, I did say it in passing, so she maybe clocked it. Like, she clocked it?
No, she said maybe she didn't.
Oh, yeah.
But here's the other thing. If this woman just said this to you, what got me is, so y'all just believe.
Exactly.
Y'all didn't
know Brand lies.
Uber, like, that is what was making me so uncomfortable. And then when y'all finally realized this woman had lied to y'all, Now y'all want to hug and love on Uber, but had what's her name, Jessel, had she not been a friend
Yeah.
to Uber in that moment, y'all would have painted her as the angry, nasty black woman, and we had to have waited to the reunion. And again, Uber's looking at it from perspective like my man is gonna believe the worst to me. And you also have this is Candy and Phaedra all over again to where had she not been exonerated right then, and we gotta wait to get to the reunion. She's a model and everything. She finna lose jobs and whatnot over a fucking accusation. That's what got me like, y'all playing too much.
And the problem that I have with Bren is the fact that Bren plays this sex kitten up so much. It's like you do it. You want to play this sex kitten. You always talking about sleeping with men. You always trying to flirt with, you flirt with Jenna and you flirt with Raquel. Like you play this sex stuff up. And I just don't get it. Like,
that's just like at the beginning of the season when she was coming at Aaron because she said, well, you didn't defend me when whatever the guy's name is.
Jeff Lewis.
Jeff Lewis said that I had a sugar daddy. And that's not what he said. First of all, that's not what he said. And like you said, it goes back to what Bren put out there last season. Like, we don't know how you make your money. We don't know how you live your lifestyle. And again, you don't have to share with us, but he asked the question. And he said, oh, well, maybe somebody, and what he said was, well, maybe somebody's helping her. He never used the word sugar daddy. He never said, you got a man paying your bills. He said, well, maybe she's got somebody helping her. He was like, she took it to that level and turned it into something. He's like, I never said that. I never used the word sugar daddy. And she turned it into something totally different. And when they played the clip back, he never said sugar daddy.
He didn't. And I don't even like Jeff Lewis.
Bren is weird, but she quit the show, so y'all don't have to worry about starting no petition. She said she quit. She said she's not coming back. And I don't know if the show coming back, to be honest with you, but she damn sure ain't. She said she quit. So
if they let go of Dubai, they should let go of RHONY.
But and one thing somebody
the reboot was a fail. So
no, somebody said on Twitter, it took how many seasons for Potomac to get dark? It took 2 seasons barely for the reboot of RHONY to go dark. And then somebody was like, and then who was it? Eric for Potomac. They like, and then his ass right there. I'm like, well,
yes, I was looking at them like, wait a minute, is it Eric for Potomac?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. They said Bren said it was a hack that she didn't quit. Okay, well go back to writing your petitions then. Go.
Oh, God.
Now, really, B, what I think you should do is after you watch those 2 episodes, I think you should have a panel. And just what I'm saying is, listen to me. Do a show, spend like 30, 45 minutes talking your shit, and either have some people or just open it up to your tribe and let them come up and talk their shit.
I don't think enough of my tribe watches the show to have an opinion.
Okay.
Because I'm just saying a lot of people stopped watching the show. They just did. Like a lot of people and my reviews, even though I was going live, usually I get higher reviews when I go live. Baby, wasn't nobody watching that show. Me and my niece will go live every week. And child, wasn't nobody watching that show.
The same way the views is dropping for Potomac every damn week.
Because everybody's sick of the Mia show.
The only Housewives franchise right now that's really good is been Salt Lake City.
And I didn't even watch that season.
And I didn't even finish Salt Lake City.
Salt Lake has been given, even OC last season gave. It was a really good season, despite, it was supposed to be a Shannon takedown season, but it was an actual Alexis takedown season.
And that was the beauty of it.
I heard Salt Lake City has been really good, and I stopped watching Salt Lake City. And I'm gonna tell you what. Can I tell you why I stopped watching Salt Lake City? Because I stopped watching it the episode when they went down to Palm Springs and Bronwyn, and because let me tell you why this episode. Why? Okay, Bronwyn got on my nerves this season, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because Bronwyn watched Housewives shows and she thought she understood the formula, and she came on here trying to be that first year housewife that makes a splash, that creates a moment. And when you go back to that very first argument that she got into with Heather, and she said, well, I thought that's what we did. I thought we all lied. I thought that's what we just did over here. That tells me that you thought you watched the first couple of seasons, or you watched other housewives, and you came onto the show and you were trying to be the housewife. So you were being shady and making snarky comments and carrying bones because you were trying to be that girl. So when y'all went down to Palm Springs, where you were trying to, show off for the girlies, and your husband checked your ass, then you was in your feelings about it. And honestly, I know a lot of people was feeling Bronwyn and all that, but she lost me with that because don't get me wrong, Heather's Heather, and we got a love-hate relationship with Heather. I do with Heather, but Heather wasn't wrong when Heather was side-eyeing her like, girl, what are you doing? Because Bronwyn, you were doing too much. And then Brandy was irritating my soul. Where do we find her and why is she here?
Oh, oof, God. So Brittany has been a good addition.
Lisa. Oh, I can't stand
Lisa. I can't stand Lisa either. So what I will say, I agree with you about Bronwyn.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I agree with you about Bronwyn, right? But I think Bronwyn did it better than, I hate to say this woman's name, Jen Shaw. Because Jen Shaw studied the housewives. And so her first 2 seasons, she was mimicking Teresa. She was mimicking Nene. She was mimicking Leanne Locken from the Real Housewives of Dallas. She studied all those women. And so she came in to be the quote unquote star. I don't think Bronwyn came in trying to be the star of this season. I think Bronwyn was like, okay, I've studied enough housewives. I know what I'm getting myself into. Because it's really weird, her relationship with Grant. I can't stand Lisa Barlow for nothing in this world. But she came in having issues with Lisa. Some of them made sense. Some of them don't. It's like, do you want to be Lisa's friend? Do you not want to be Lisa's friend? And then the fact that you go back and throw everybody under the bus. The only person you ain't throw under the bus was Mary. You threw Lisa under the bus.
She already knew what she was getting from Mary.
Angie under the bus. She done threw everybody under the bus except for Mary.
But let me say this.
Not Charm Cara Monica.
I think that Bronwyn was trying to be the Marlo Hampton. She was trying to be the fashionista, to come in with the shade, to come in with the. I really do, because she really. I feel like she was trying too hard. Maybe she was just trying too hard. Now let me say this. I hear what you're saying about Jen Shaw, but this is how I feel about Jen Shaw, and this is my opinion. I hear what you're saying. I really think Jen Shaw is fucking certifiable.
Oh, she's
crazy as fuck.
A nutcase.
And she's a felon.
And they want her back.
Of course they do.
And she knew. And she's got a job. And she knew when the show started that she was under investigation. So that lets me know how crazy. Like, did you think going on a national reality show was going to lower or raise your profile? Ma'am, you know you are under investigation. That's just like Teresa Giudice. They had lawsuits before they went on the show. So Teresa's paying for everything in cash down to the right. Like, you thought that was gonna be a good idea?
Teresa's just a moron, so I don't know what she was thinking.
I can't stand Teresa.
I can't either. Like, I hope with the whatever they do with New Jersey, it excludes Melissa and Teresa.
It's not. They're gonna keep Teresa. Now Melissa might be gone, but Teresa coming back.
I don't think Melissa's gonna be gone.
You don't think so?
I think Andy. Well, remember. So here's the thing. Rumor has it that they basically had hired a whole new cast, and they was gonna fire all the actors. That was the rumor. But I think, but I don't think they were ready. I don't think they were ready to let go of Teresa. I don't think they were right. After RHONY, I don't think they were really ready to do it. They wasn't ready to pull the trigger. Yeah, they wasn't really ready to pull the trigger. And now, honestly, I think they're trying to figure out a way to bring both of them back in a way that they can film. I think that's part of why they're waiting a year, because they're not even. Andy said, "Don't even ask me about New Jersey until next year." He said, "Don't even ask me."
If anything, maybe please y'all don't crucify me. Just listen to me. Maybe they can turn Real Housewives of New Jersey into a love and marriage type of situation to where it's not solely focused on the women. Because if you think about it, we care more about Joe than Melissa.
Yeah.
The only reason Melissa is popping
because of Joe.
Yeah.
Joe. So because again, if it's Real Housewives, the only way we can get Joe is by having Melissa. If y'all get what I'm trying to say.
But we don't need Louis.
So I don't disagree with what you're saying, but I'm going to say I feel like we've already done that. Like, let's call a thing a thing. New Jersey is the only Housewives now. I think Married to Medicine does it.
Yeah.
But New Jersey is really the only Housewives show where we get dedicated male scenes when the women ain't around. Like when they're out of the country on vacation and we see the men go golfing, poker night. I mean, hell, who was it? Fuda almost died last year.
He sure did. Fuda,
man, I don't want to go to the hospital.
Almost died last year.
The only thing about Jersey is
night, you know, right? Joe is right, but I agree. I do agree with you. I do think they need to keep that formula. Honestly, I'm gonna be perfectly honest and tell you, me personally feel like they need to bring everybody back. But no,
Jennifer Aiden don't need to come back.
No. Bring Jennifer Aiden ass back and make her talk about what happened at Jersey Mike's. No, bring her ass back. Talk about her husband who don't want to be in the house with her, that would rather sit in the pool house and smoke weed than go in the house with her. Make her talk about being down to the Jersey Mike's and getting cussed out on social media. Let Danielle get her revenge after she tried to make Danielle out to be this horrible person and how she treated people so badly at her charity event. Let Jennifer, because baby, I don't know if you follow Danielle on social media, but Danielle been getting at Jennifer's ass after this Jersey Mike situation. Danielle was like, oh, so I was the one. You know how Danielle is anyway. Yes. So let Danielle have her moment. I think that we need to bring Teresa back because Louis asked, listen, Teresa about to be bankrupt and she's going to have to come back with her tail between her legs talking about y'all was right about Louis. Okay.
Louis red ass.
Right. Ugh. Melissa, child, we don't care about Melissa, but we like Joe. So bring Joe back. Okay?
I love Joe.
Right. Dolores, Dolores is my favorite. But I don't know what she got going on right now.
Not Black Dolores being your favorite.
Frank and all of that. But no, I think they need to bring all the asses back. But here's what I think they need to do. Andy need to have a come to Jesus moment like Carlos had with Love and Marriage Huntsville and with Bell Collective and tell these hoes, listen, now I punished y'all for a year. Because see, here's what's happening. They're not getting paid. They're not getting them checks. So he said, listen, I put y'all ass on ice for a year so y'all know what it feel like to not get y'all little paycheck. Okay? So are y'all ready to do this? Y'all ready to act like y'all got some sense? Y'all ready to sit in a room with each other and have a conversation and do y'all normal Jersey shit? That's what I think. I really think that's what Andy's doing. He's starving them out right now because I don't think they want to take a risk on a new cast.
They don't. But here's the thing I will say to you, because if they sit down with Melissa, Teresa, and Margaret, because that's really the three. Right?
Yeah, that's the biggest.
If they sit down with them three, we gonna be complaining. I feel like we're gonna if they sit down with them and say y'all got to get it together and so we can film this damn show. I feel like we're gonna have a situation like with Wendy and Giselle on Potomac where we can see that shit is fake as hell, and we're gonna be complaining. We're gonna be like, because Teresa can't, like in that final scene of the season finale when she's like, I don't want to sit in front of Margaret. She's gonna be wearing that shit. See, Teresa got to be having the right bitches because if you had a black woman on that show, a black woman would tell you to, put all that shit on me and see how far you make it.
I almost wish that Akeisha had been able to.
I was just about to bring that up, honey.
I really wish because I think Akeisha would have added a little something.
Yeah, I agree.
She probably would have given Teresa a run for her money, in my opinion. That's what I think. But however, but being that you just brought that up, JB, it may be a certain, just like you said, if they make them all sit down and have a conversation, it's going to be like another Giselle and Wendy. It may be another situation like on Love and Marriage Huntsville. None of them like each other. None of them do. And you can see it. Oh, we just here just to film. We're here so we don't get fined.
Right.
And that's
what I'm not Soulful Dog. I'm not Soulful Dog. Don't do me. See, I hate when y'all be taking stuff and going left. I did not say that Andy
I
was
do
taking
want.
cues
I will
from
say I would
Carlos.
like to see
What I'm
Drita.
saying is he need to sit down and have a come to Jesus moment with them like Carlos did. I'm not saying that Andy is taking anything from Carlos. See what you're doing.
Wait, but I also
Not
feel
put Remy
that
on jersey.
Andy needs
Not
to
Remy
take,
Ma.
no,
Maybe
Andy
she don't shoot
needs
them
Aaron.
hoes.
the win out of Teresa.
That's it.
Because for Teresa to be sitting there saying, I'm
It's
not
my
going to deal with you, I'm not going to do this, and everybody falls in line, that's part of his problem.
It
Mhm.
is.
He's
It's her show.
from the show. And that is a problem.
Ooh.
That she can't run the show like that, then yeah, you're gonna have to sit back and you're gonna have to control yourself a little. Because I wish Mark would have been like, make me wear it then, bitch, and watch your ass be back in prison. Make me wear it.
Right.
Because
Let me
we all
tell you
know
something.
Teresa ain't gonna do shit because she can't go back to prison. But it's like, play that card. But don't nobody want to play that
Now,
card.
Prophet.
And also, one last
Prophet.
thing.
Go ahead,
Dolores, I need for you to get in Teresa's ass.
That's the
It ain't
problem.
gonna happen.
That's the problem.
Makes me mad.
Because Dolores wants to play neutral, but she's not neutral because you never call Teresa out. Teresa been doing the same shit for years, and you just sit over there and just sit on the sideline. Like my thing is with Teresa, her fans have gotten her to think this is her show because they're like, oh, Jersey was the thing is that when they put Jersey on pause because she went to prison, that's what made Teresa think that this is her damn show.
Mhm.
And then the fact that the season 13 reunion, when she told Melissa, oh, after this, I won't have to see you anymore. And it was like, what? You want to have to see her? And then she ended up having to film with her for season 14. Like season 14, they tried that whole thing of Teresa don't speak on Melissa, Melissa don't speak on Teresa, but it didn't work. And that's the problem. Like these women can't be in the same room with each other.
Right. But it seemed like they were trying to not do a season 2, but almost a season 2. I can't remember her name, but that one woman that she called a prostitution whore,
Danielle,
how all of season 2, Danielle only shot 1 or 2 scenes with the group, but it was always her or her 2 goons. So I think
because they iced her out.
Yeah, they iced
Danielle out. And I think that he was trying to keep from going that far with it because that was a crazy season. But it's like, again, because Teresa has that Nene syndrome to where this is my show, and you can't do nothing without me.
I ain't gonna lie though, that was funny when Teresa was chasing Danielle ass off through the group.
Baby, this thing was funny. When she pulled her hair, oh my God. Okay, so wait a minute, I got 2 things to say. Number one, Prophet, I usually don't, you usually make me cuss you out, but I'm with you on this one, Prophet. What if
Drita on?
Baby, what if Danielle and Drita were friends? Because remember, Danielle is from Long Island.
Yeah, she is.
What if they were friends and they bring Drita on the show?
I've wanted Drita on the show for a long time.
Now I could see. I could see. Now if they bring Drita on New Jersey, that would be something to watch.
Well, look,
that would be
they
some good stuff.
On the show, her theme song needs to be "We Some Head Busters."
that would.
Drita is still fighting.
Drita's daughters are older now. She's a little more, kind of gentler, but she has a fan base. She still has a fan base. People love Drita.
Did y'all see Drita when she went to the woman's house and fought her?
I saw that. Now Drita still fights.
Drita went to a woman's house and fought the woman.
It was
she ain't mean it. She ain't mean it. Look.
Yes, she did.
She meant that.
Now,
Aaron,
Teresa not gonna be able to play with Drita.
She ain't. Because Drita fights.
She ain't gonna be able to play with Drita now.
Now, Aaron, I'm going to address the 2 things you said, and then I guess we're going to wrap it up. Mm-hmm. The first thing you asked was, do we think that who you asked was the Nene of the show?
Kyle.
Do we think? Yes, Kyle isn't just the Nene of the show. Kyle is better than Nene because Kyle is a white woman, so she's gonna get a way more of a pass than Nene would ever have gotten. So yes, Kyle is the
first ever reunion.
Kyle is the creator of Beverly Hills. It was her friend group. She was the one that took the show to Bravo. Everything is built around Kyle, right? So yes, yes. As far as Remy Ma would not be a good fit on New Jersey, even with her current drama, because nobody who watches New Jersey, first of all, half of them don't know who Remy Ma is, and the other half who don't know don't care about her drama. Can you see them trying to explain to Teresa and Margaret about a battle rap and Remy Ma being married to Papoose while she was in jail for 10 years for shooting a woman who owed her some money, and now she been having an affair with a battle rapper? Like, can you see?
That would have to be on Love and Hip Hop New York.
Well, Margaret would probably be here for it though.
Yeah, like nobody. Right, like I mean, don't get me wrong. Does Remy Ma have some good drama going on? Yeah, but New Jersey, the women on New Jersey wouldn't know.
But they did consider her at one point. Now let's not forget that. Now she was considered.
They did consider her at one point. But what I'm saying, I think that her back then it would have been her redemption story of her getting out of jail and her man standing by her side and her having a brand new baby. Or I don't know if that was before they had Reminisce or not. But yeah, back then the story was a little different. The drama that Aaron's talking about now, don't nobody on New Jersey know or
that's
care about
Love and Hip Hop New York shit.
Yeah, they need to reboot. That's what they need to do. They need to reboot Love and Hip Hop New York.
I just want to say, Andy, Akeisha is free. Y'all consider her before.
I don't think she do reality again. I think she good.
But I would like to. I watch New Jersey.
I mean, don't get me wrong. If it's a big enough paycheck, maybe, but I don't know.
I'm sure it's a bigger paycheck than what she probably got on Bill Collector.
Oh, you know, it's a bigger paycheck than that. Popeyes coupon that Carlos be paying people.
Yeah.
Popeyes coupon.
How about this? Yeah.
That was kind of low.
That was very low, really big. That was low, honey. But I agree with it.
If Mona is paying the people in 2-for-1 coupons down to the Domino's, why Carlos can't be giving them Popeyes coupons?
Well, I even think Mona. I think Mona pays folks on Love and Hip Hop more than what Carlos pay folks on Love and Marriage and Bill Collector. Man,
yeah.
I need to see the receipts.
Oh! It really, I just feel like it really depends on who the person is, though, because I feel like if Jocelyn was on there, she'll get a hefty check. If Kate Michelle was on there, she would get a hefty check.
I agree. I can agree with you on.
I'm pretty sure that Yandy and Rashida, they get paid the most on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. I'm sure they're the ones that get paid the most.
Oh, yeah. Now, for the people who've been there, yeah, absolutely. But I mean, we talking about like the what's the girl that just called that they saying is a colorist now? What's the girl Flo? Like the Flo of the world, she getting the coupon down to the Popeyes.
Gotta get a coupon.
Well, that's what she deserves, but you know, whatever. So, but however, they did say that the trailer for Housewives of Atlanta drops tomorrow. That's what the
I'm hearing it. I heard that
in the streets. So we're gonna see how that go.
I ain't that excited about Atlanta like that. I think they hype. I feel like they hyping it up with certain things that they doing to make people watch it. Like last week when Phaedra said that comment. Now, granted, how I feel about Drew, I think Drew is I agree with Phaedra, but you a liar too. Drew does lie.
How you gonna call somebody else a liar when you the biggest liar on the damn show? You lied about
Drew lies, but you lie too. But then how you talking about Drew and you only filmed for 2 weeks? Like, what do you really know? You going off of what Portia probably said.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this, JB. Y'all already done told us he's not certain on if he's gonna continue the panel for Atlanta when Phaedra shows up. We're not certain yet. So, because he said he didn't want to watch Phaedra.
If not, JB, you can have my spot if I don't come back. Because again, I don't know.
I'm wondering how they gonna edit that though.
Because here's the thing: because one of two things gonna happen. Either A, I'm just gonna be nasty as fuck in my review every time I see her, or I'm a terrorist. I'm not gonna lie. No, here's the thing. That's why I'm not watching Married to Mess. Yeah. Because she's on there, even though I hear she ain't giving shit. But that's why I'm not.
She definitely not.
So I'm only interested in seeing, like this past week's episode, I was just happy to see Dr. Simone, Dr. Heavenly, Quad, and Dr. Jackie them just give it to her about this money. I was like, oh, yes, give it to her.
I think the rest of this season they're gonna be giving it to Phaedra for the rest of the season. That's what I think. Because you know, at that point,
because I think this was around the time. I think this was around the time that Phaedra was.
Oh, it is because then they're going
on that trip. Yeah,
So,
they
yeah.
got it. They're gonna. Everybody's saying, "Yeah, you got to come back." Phaedra only at the end. I'm gonna pray that he sticks around for it because you know he already told us. Now, if Kim come back, I'm not doing it for
yeah, that's
Atlanta. I'm not
exactly.
coming back at all for Atlanta. That's what he told me.
That's it.
Oh,
I can't.
He made that clear that he would not do the panel for Atlanta. He'll still do Potomac, but Atlanta he ain't doing if Kim come back. Now, Phaedra comes in the middle of the season towards the end, so we may get him to stay a little bit. I don't know. I'm hoping and praying we're gonna see. I'm just getting my ducks in a row just in case he decides to pluck himself off them last few weeks and come back for the reunion. I guess would you do that if you don't show up for that? Would you come back for the reunion at least?
Yes.
Okay, that's all I'm asking.
At least.
That's all I'm asking.
But again, like I just need a moment because again, I'm in a good space mentally, emotionally, psychologically, and all of that. And somebody like that just it just irks my soul because it's hard for me when I see someone who's willing. Because here's the thing, I'm all for sitting here saying the dirtiest shit you could say to somebody to get them above you, but to sit here and conjure up a lie, have a dodo bird to bring it back to
not a dodo bird.
And then when you get exposed, now I'm the dang gone villain.
Duh, you are.
Yes.
You know,
but willing to destroy somebody's life.
That's my problem with her.
It's hard for me is to see somebody content with destroying somebody's life.
But what makes it worse is that there's people that still cheer her on despite the fact that she did that. That's the thing that I don't understand, but I never understand it. And I'm just going to try my best not to keep doing it because I find myself dragging Phaedra for breathing on Married to Medicine, and I need to stop doing it. But however, I am a little excited to see what Atlanta is going to give because it is a new era. So I'm interested in seeing what it's going to give. I know that a lot of people don't like Shamia, but I do. I've always liked Shamia for whatever reason. I don't know why. But I like Shamia. The only thing that I don't like about Shamia is that she allows Portia to play in her face all the time. That's the one thing that I don't like about her. But other than that, I love Shamia. Yeah. I'm interested in seeing the dynamics because from the stuff that I've heard in the street, Portia and Shamia did fall out during the season, and I want to know why. You know, but we all felt like they would fall out with Shamia having a peach.
Yeah, I thought that too.
You were saying, Scotty, I just didn't like when Shamia was trying to be there for what you're like. No, just be here. Just be present.
Just be present.
And then you go back to licking her heels. I'm like, oh my gosh, Shamia, no.
Go ahead, really big.
I got some bad news.
What?
Y'all gotta go to work on time tomorrow.
We finna end this, but I just want to end. I just want to end it with that because I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see it. I want to see what the new girls are gonna bring and things like that. So we'll see how it goes. Hopefully, the trailer really is coming out tomorrow because I'm really interested in seeing it. However, y'all, we had a good time. You know,
don't do me. Don't do me.
We had a good time tonight. It's just that I'm getting used to doing this panel on Beverly Hills. That's all.
I just got one thing we did say last week is if we don't do it throughout this season, when the reunion is over, I will host it and because I want to have clips of the Amsterdam. Because I said to Belle Perspective, your homework assignment is to watch that dinner scene in Amsterdam. We got to talk about that. So if we can't squeeze it in, we just need to have one episode dedicated to that. And giving Queen Kim her flowers. I just want to bring that up.
You love you some Kim, child.
I do.
But y'all, really be gotta go to work in the morning. Really be gotta go to work in the morning. But y'all, we finna get up out of here, y'all. Until the next panel, we will see you guys.
Kim who?